guitar chord triads. So we're going to look at 3-note chords, which is what a triad is, hence the word tri. And we're going to look at, first of all, using the E, the B and the G string, triads on those three. Then we'll look at triads on the B, the G and the D string. Then we'll look at triads on the G, D and A string. And then we'll look at triads on the bottom 3 strings. Or even, yeah. So first of all we'll look at minor chords, and we're going to go with A minor. So we've got an A, an E and a C. That's on the 5th fret. So there is an A minor triad. And there is your root. So that's a minor triad. So wherever you move that position, you're playing the minor chord of whatever note is on the top E string. For example, there, that would be an E minor because this note is E. D minor, B minor, A, etc. Now we'll look at a different shape. So still an A minor chord. So we have A, that's the root here, C and E. So there's another A minor triad. And again, wherever you move that, that's your new chord. So there's an A minor, there's an E minor. So E, G and B, which is the 3 notes in E minor, C minor. Another one is here. So we have A, here's the root, E and C. So again, whether you move that position, whichever note your finger is on this string, that will be your root note. So there's an E minor, B minor, D minor. So let's have a look at some major triads. Again, we're going to use A. So A, E, C sharp. Those are the notes in an A major triad. So again, there's your root note. So if that's an A major, move it up here, got a D major. Okay, so that's an A major. Okay, so next one for A major. So 14, 14, 12. So that's A, C sharp and E, and there is your root this time. So anywhere you move that position, you've got major chord, and that will be your root note. So there's an E major, D major, A major, and last, so C sharp, A, which is your root, and E. Okay, so again, one more time, C sharp, A, which is your root note, and E. So whenever you move that position, wherever your finger is on the B string will give you your root. So now we're going to look at the B, G and D string. So let's have a look at some minors again. So here's your A minor. 5, which is your E, 5, which is your C, and 7, which is your A. So that's your root note. So there's your minor chord. Those 3 notes. Again, anywhere you move that, will be a minor chord, and wherever this note is here on the D string, that will be your root note. Okay, so next one. So we've got C, E, A. So here's your root. So that's 10, 9, 10. So wherever you move that, last but not least, so C, A and E. And your root note is here on the G string. So wherever you move that position, your root note is going to be on the G string. Now let's have a look at majors. So there's an A major. So we have A, which is your root, C sharp, and E. Again, wherever you move that, that will be your major chord. So now we have A, E, C sharp, and your root note is here. So again, A, E, C sharp. Last but not least on the majors. So now you'll notice this is just the part of an A major chord, full chord. So we've got 2, 2, 2. And the middle note there on the G string is your root note. So there's your last one. Now let's have a look at the G string, the D string and the A string. So here's one. So we have E, A, which is your root, and C. So again, wherever you move that position, there's your root on the D string. So the next one, A, which is your root, C, and E. And your root is on the A string on this particular shape. So your last pattern for a minor chord on your G, D and A string is, so we have A, E and C with your root being here. So wherever you move that, so again A, E, C and your root is here. Some major chords. So E, A, C sharp. So your root is right here on the D string. So wherever you move that position, your root will be on the D string. So here's your next one, A, C sharp, E. And your root is right here on the A string. So wherever you move that pattern, your root's going to be on this string. And last but not least, C sharp, E, A, and your root note is here. So wherever you move that pattern, the note that you're playing on the G string will be your root note. So let's have a look at the low three strings then, your E, your A and your D strings. So A, C and E. And your root note is right here on the low E string. So wherever that position is, whatever note you're playing with your little finger will be your root note. So next we have E, A, C. And the root note is right here on the A string. And last but not least, so C, E, A, and your root note is here on the D string. Some major chords then. So first of all, A, C sharp, E, root note is here on the low E string. So next, E, A, C sharp, and your root note again is here on the A string. And last but not least, C sharp, E, A, and your root note is right here on your D string. So as well as playing triads just on three strings that are next to each other, you can obviously split them out. For example, there's an A minor triad. We have A, C and E. The way I'm playing that is just with my thumb and these two fingers. So let's have a look at some of those as well. So there's a minor one. Here's a major one. So all I've done there is sharpen this C to C sharp. So I have A, C sharp and E. And the root is obviously here. So that's a major. So there's an A major, G, D, etc. So wherever you move that shape, the root note will be here in the bass. Here's another one. Now we're going to use the A string, the B string and the E string. So we've got A, so root, C and E. So there's a minor triad there. If you want to change that minor triad to a major, just use your little finger and move that from the C to a C sharp.